Hello, I'm Christina with The Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. I also love to go thrifting, and I'm always looking for ways to squeeze in a few thrifting adventures. So check out my latest adventure to Utica, Michigan. My daughter and I were heading to Utica, Michigan, which is north of Detroit, about 45 minutes to an hour. The whole point of our journey was because my daughter wanted to check out a bookstore she heard about called Second and Charles. This video is not about the bookstore, but I will say it's a great place to visit, and she likes to read manga books. There are tons of them. The first store we visited was the Salvation Army in Utica, and this store is absolutely huge. I also have to tell you, we visited on a Wednesday, which was senior day, and if you're a senior, that's a great day to go, but it was quite busy. We also did not do any clothes shopping while we were in any of the thrift stores, but there was a ton of stuff, so I'm sure there are good deals to be found. The first section we headed off to was furniture. The furniture area was quite large, although it was not filled. There were a lot of newer items, but there were also some pretty good deals. I think if I lived nearby, I would check this place regularly because I bet there would be some good pieces. This hutch was only $69.99. This would have been a pretty piece, but it was really heavy and did not come apart. To see what items did come home with me, stay tuned to the end of the video. The Salvation Army was so big, there were even vending machines. Anyone else see this in their thrift stores? There were a few other pieces that caught my eye, like this kid's rocker for $39.99. There still were a few Christmas items left behind too. I didn't see if there was a sale going on. I probably should have checked that when I came in. Remember, if you're at a thrift store right after a holiday season, usually there's a pretty good discount on those items. Always make sure to check. Remember, I said it was Senior's Day? It was really hard to film in this thrift store, but there was a lot of stuff, and prices were overall cheaper than by me. And there were vintage items, you just had to look. We did find the Mary planter, but unfortunately her fingers were broken off. But she was only $3.99. If she had the fingers, I definitely would have purchased her. My daughter found this sign, which left her cracking up. It's so much fun to go shopping at the thrift store. Oh, the things we leave behind. There were two of these plates with these great plate hangers. Should have picked them up. For some reason, I decided not to. Also found this cool letter holder. It was a good price, but they really are not very popular by me. The store also had a lot more floral than I had seen in a long time. This arrangement was beautiful, probably should have grabbed it even though it was $10.99. The next area was the linens, and they did not disappoint. Very good quality stuff. There was even vintage items mixed in between at very good prices. And who doesn't love cool curtains with tassels? Are you enjoying this video? If so, click the like button and subscribe. Also, if you click the bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. It really helps me to continue to grow my channel to help others to salvage, repurpose, and create. The next store we visited was the St. Vincent de Paul, and I believe it was also Senior's Day here, which means seniors get a discount. This store was a little smaller, and it just seemed a lot more manageable compared to the Salvation Army. I don't normally shop the under glass area, but there were some really cool items, including this serving piece and the candelabra, which was also $24.99. I headed off to Home Goods in search of vintage items. I did find some really cool newer items too here. Prices were also lower than they were by me. I wish mirrors sold better for me. This beauty was $12.99 and really had nice details. I was looking for my vintage drinking glasses that are so popular, but I found these instead. Maybe I should have picked them up. The furniture area is located in a smaller room off to the side. They had some really good pieces. There was a chaise, there was a globe, and there was an end table that had a nice marble top to it. And prices were kind of all over the place. It seemed that newer items cost a little bit more. I was really tempted by this desk. It was not high quality, but it was only $4.99. The drawer, though, was a little wonky, and I just really wasn't sure exactly what the problem was. Besides those inexpensive drawer holders, I decided to pass on this piece. Let me know, should I have gotten it? The next place we visited was the Habitat for Humanity Restore. It was located just right outside of Utica in Shelby Township. Restores have a lot of items that you would normally find at a hardware store, but much more inexpensive. They also have furniture and knickknacks and home good items. I usually find they're a little bit more expensive than thrift stores. All of these, though, were half off, so that was a good deal if you saw something you liked. This was a fairly good sized store, not the largest I've seen, but they did have a lot of good pieces of furniture for your home or for your remodel. My daughter and I loved this double vanity for only $200, complete with a marble top. It did have a few dings in a few areas that a little paint could fix up. And this was a beautiful piece for only $200. There was a second room that had mostly sofas and chairs, and I was surprised to see that most of them had signs showing they had been recently steam cleaned. Our next stop was the Grace Centers of Hope thrift store. I had never been here, although it was very close to Utica. It's located in Sterling Heights. This was a fairly large store, lots of furniture items, and it was, once again, Senior's Day. I'm not sure if this is a weekly event at this store, but for this day, everything was half off for seniors, and the place was packed. The prices were already very good, but if you were a senior, you really could have loaded up. I headed to Home Goods, and there was a lot of vintage items. It was very interesting at the store. The handwritten price tags really surprised me. There were also prices all over the place, but if you were here on a sale, you could definitely get a bunch of great deals. And in the same strip mall, we found this place called Bibles, Books, and Fine Things. We went inside. My daughter wanted to check out the books section. This is an amazing store. Books hardcover are 99 cents, softbound are 47 cents, unless otherwise marked. They also have tons of antiques and other little treasures, and all proceeds from this store go to help the homeless. Utica, Michigan really was much better than I had thought, and it was such a nice treat, especially those prices. Although, surprisingly, I didn't bring home a lot, and I think that's because the stores were so busy because it was Senior's Day. So if I go back, which I will, I probably will avoid Wednesdays, at least in the morning, because it was very busy and it was really hard to look at items. Let's take a look at what I brought home. This is a piece of decor and it was only $5.99. I brought it to my booth the next day and sold it for $18.99. I also found these pillows for $2.99 each. I thought the velvet on one side and the gold on the other side would be perfect for Valentine's Day to decorate in my booth. Finally, I could not pass up this twin bedspread for only $8.99. It was in perfect shape and had a really cute little ruffle along the edge. I have been in love with yellows lately and have done a whole section in my booth, so when I saw it, I had to grab it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I also just want to thank all of you that are watching and sending all of the positive comments. I really appreciate your support. And I love sharing with you my junkin', my thrifting, and my booth adventures. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.